we have some very special guests in studio. Now, it is summertime. It is summertime, and it's the time for most kids, when they're younger, they get to go to camp, and they get to go do tons of fun events throughout, all over the place. And some of the kids, however, not necessarily able to do that, but the Painted Turtle is volunteers, board of directors, supporters work year-round to give all children in their program, a chance to just be kids, have fun in a safe camp environment. And joining me in studio to talk about the Painted Turtle, and actually they were kind of hit hard by the Powerhouse Fire and not open at the moment. And so joining me in studio, we have Blake, Steve, and Tom from the Painted Turtle. How you guys doing?
Great.
Good, very good. Thank you.
Okay, so talk to me. Somebody want to talk to me just a little bit about what the program is?
Yeah, the Painted Turtle is a camp and year-round center for children with life-threatening and chronic illnesses. So we provide a camp experience for kids and their families who ordinarily wouldn't have the opportunity to go to camp. We have a medical center there. We have medical support. We have amazing facilities and activities for these kids. So it's a chance just to be kids, to forget about their illness, and to have an incredible time that shows them everything that's possible in their lives.
Fantastic, and that's a sweet event. And actually, it was founded by Paul Newman.
Yeah, Paul Newman is one of the founders, and he founded a bunch of different camps around the country, and the Painted Turtle is the first one on the West Coast.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's awesome. I know his dressing, actually, when he was first selling it, the proceeds went to the Painted Turtle.
Yeah, the proceeds go to the Painted Turtle and other camps that the Newman's Own Foundation supports, and we have lots of popcorn and painted and salad dressing all summer long.
Oh,
and
that's
spaghetti
fantastic.
sauce. Mm-hmm.
That's a reason to go just enough, right? Just for that. Okay, so Steve, talk to me a little bit. This is Steve from Chiquita Canyon. And so talk to me a little bit about you guys, right when the Powerhouse Fire, you guys got involved, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're local in the community here, and we could see the fire and where it was located, and just knowing that the Painted Turtle was that close and not knowing what was going on up there. We had our PR guy call up right away and just say, hey, what's going on? Can we help out? It's just such a fantastic event for these kids that get the opportunity to go up to camp that, they're seriously ill and some terminally ill, and they don't get to be kids very often. And this gives them a great opportunity to do that.
That's fantastic. And so when you saw the fire happening, what'd you guys do?
Oh,
what happened?
It was one of those things that obviously we knew the area because we've been up to the camp several times, and it's kind of like, well, I just hope it survives the fire, the buildings and the structures, because they're so beautiful up there, and it's such a great area. So, we just immediately just give them a call and said, hey, what can we do? How can we help? Is there any damage to the property, or what's going to happen next?
Okay.
So
that obviously, 30,000 acres, over 30,000 acres, and that hit right where the Painted Turtle was. So Blake is from the advisory board. And you want to talk?
I'm Tom.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
Tom. I read it backwards. I'm sorry. I wrote down backwards.
I'm the chair for the North Los Angeles County Regional Advisory Board. We're a fundraising arm for the camp. And one of the things we do is we host a big event every year, which has become to known our Turtle Beach barbecues out at camp. Our event this year is on September 7th, and ironically, we have been doing it in July, and through some scheduling changes, we actually moved it to September. And Blake and I were talking this morning, had we not moved it, we may not be having our event this year. We literally will probably be the first time for the public to get back to camp and see the progress we're making on getting camp back open. And the Monday morning right after the fire had been announced that it had gone through that area, going back and forth, Blake and I were talking on the phone. The first phone call I got was from Chiquita Canyon, wanting to know how they could help. And wanting to know if there was a relief fund set up, what could they do? And I mentioned, we're still working through what we're going to do, but we're going to have we're hoping we can still have our event. And they said, as a long-term sponsor of that event, what can we do? They stepped up to take our title role to get us going. And one of our goals is that if we can raise $100,000 this year, we have an opportunity through Serious Fund to get matching, and we're going to have a substantial deficit of funds because of the fire, and we're going to need every penny we can get. So our goal is to try to raise $100,000 a year just through our advisory board through this event. And with Chiquita Canyon stepping up and pledging instant money to the relief fund, we're 10% on our way now there.
Oh, fantastic.
And so anybody that would like to get involved with simply could go to thepaintedturtle.org. They can click on events. They can see our event, which is going to be Turtle Beach Barbecue California Dreaming, and they can sponsor right there online. Buy a ticket if they just want to come out to the event. We're going to have some phenomenal live and silent auctions, and I'm picking up great prizes every day now because of word of mouth, like KHTS and organizations that have stepped up to help us. So we think this might be one of the biggest and best events we've ever had out at camp.
Fantastic. And so an awesome event happening September 7th, right? And that's thepaintedturtle.org if you want to donate, if you want to buy a ticket, and tons of auction items, and it all goes to a wonderful cause. So thepaintedturtle.org for more information. Blake, Steve, Tom, thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Is there anything else you guys want to make sure I mention?
I would just say these fundraising efforts, no child or family member pays to come to the Painted Turtle. It's all free of charge for these kids, so the fundraising that groups like the advisory board do all goes to making sure kids have the time of their lives.
Fantastic.
It's amazing.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
I love what you guys are doing, and I love. I tore up when I heard that the Powerhouse Fire just made things difficult for you guys. So
Well, we're still standing, and we'll come back better than ever.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Bigger and stronger.